All right, guys, so I'm really glad that I have you here and we can start today to plan our flight from Chandler Municipal to Yuma International. And let's go not here, but to actually plan it. So, what do we do first? Walk me through it.
We check the weather.
We check the weather. Wonderful. So let's get to it. So I'll just do, well, I don't have the full path yet, so let's just do this for now. To kind of get a kind of a first impression or first information. So let's get some observation done. We have again very high temperatures, almost 100 Fahrenheit. How much is it, or is it like 35 or even more? Something
100, like 40 degrees centigrade.
37 here. If I click on it, I have a meter, so 37. But great visibility, no clouds. Yeah, pressure more or less around the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High pressure weather prevailing.
Yes, still. Clouds obviously nothing. And winds, if the morning prediction was that we should have a nice tailwind. Now it's slightly less. Let's say that in the morning it looked like this, basically.
Barely
So,
any wind, I think.
yeah, but you know, 10 knots in the tail is better than 10 knots in, you know, in the front or to the nose.
Can't argue with that.
So, yeah, we have some helping wind, but not much better than here. And at the surface level, we might see some gusts. Here it seems that it's gonna be from the north, like maybe, because you see that here it's from the east, here it's from the north, so hard to say. And here it's probably more reliable that we will have some northwesterly winds. Southeasterly winds. No, northwesterly, right? If it's blowing to northwest, it's northwesterly wind. Yeah, believe. Currently we have 160, but just 3 knots. Obviously this is not our airport, but it's very close. And there we have METAR. We have 0 wind. That maybe it's broken. Yeah, this dollar there, so it means that something is broken, if I remember correctly. So in the simulator we might not get any wind because of that, because it's reached 0 and it is broken. So we'll see. We'll see if it falls back to something else. Again, broken. Let's actually go there and try to look, because here it's also explained. Maintenance needed on ASOS system, yes. So probably something wrong. But anyway, since the forecast is from the north, I would say that let's try to plan with that, and it will make for a more interesting maneuver. So what's next?
Guessing route planning.
Route planning. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
We could go VFR easily, but today we want to go IFR for practice, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we did a lot of VFR flights recently, so I believe that one IFR is just on the schedule.
Yeah. So I propose that we plan the arrival first.
Arrival first, okay.
Yeah.
Am I using a correct map there?
No, we need to the IFR low.
Okay, so I'll switch to one of the IFR lows there.
So because if you pull up the instrument charts for the Yuma airport,
yes,
I would pick VOR 17 because it begins at BART VOR. And But VOR just so happens to be on Victor 66.
Yes, that's correct.
Which leads directly to our departure airport.
So I'll just place this one in the plan, just to have it there. So that's one option, definitely. Any other options we have here?
I mean, you could also go for one of the RNAV arrivals. Because of the 25-mile zone, you could just navigate back to yourself there if you wanted.
Yeah, we have, for example, this one, formally 21 right, which is starts at. I believe it's also on the route there,
yeah,
right?
It's also there.
Also there. And what about this ILS, for example?
So DME. Okay. I haven't checked that chart. Let me check ILS 21. Right. Oh, which one is it? Let's
The
see.
long one.
The long one. Samachi intermediate fix. Or Kazi as initial approach. Let's see, where's Kazi? I suppose it's also an option if you start via Kazi.
Or you can just get vectored, right?
Or you get vectored, yeah.
Final, that one, yeah. So it's also an option, right? And I believe we haven't flown ILS for quite a while, right? We also take something more difficult. But yeah, I believe that maybe this one would be a good practice, the VOR one.
Yeah, and you can just circle to any runway.
Yeah, or RNAV. Yeah, we can, right? Yeah, it has a circling minima, so it's authorized. And what about the RNAV to 17? That's not really great. Yeah, that's not the VOR is, I believe, better.
It's just a detour to Kazi.
Okay, so let's maybe count with the VOR approach. So let's see what this is about, right? Already. It looks kind of simplified, to be honest. Have they changed the format?
It doesn't look different to me. Just fairly simple approach, I think.
Yeah, yeah, missed approach is not here. Is there? Like,
no, it's just a very easy one. Just go straight ahead.
Yeah, I mean that it's
right down to the.
Oh yeah, there is a missed approach, but there are no notes. Yeah, there are no notes. So you know they usually split this into two, like this, right? You have notes and you have missed approach.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it kind of looked different to me. All right. So how would we fly that?
We approach from the east, then do the hold in lieu of procedure turn.
Is there any option to skip that?
There is no intermediate fix or anything. I mean, if we approach from the north, you wouldn't need to. No, wait. No, there's no way to skip that.
There is one way, or maybe two ways. Either we are vectored to the final approach course, or we are cleared for a straight-in approach.
I'm stuck in this no ATC mindset.
Yeah, exactly. So with no ATC, definitely there is no way to kind of miss it or skip it. So full procedure definitely calls for that, and there is no area about you come from whichever direction you need to do that unless you are cleared for straight-in or vector. The final approach course. Yes. All right. This is what is yeah. So what limitations do we have in this hold? Like altitude and speed, for example.
200 knots maximum 4,000, minimum 2,500.
Yeah. So hold is below 4,000, yes, or 4,000 and below. And then we have 2,500 exactly. Right. I'm not sure, it would depend what ATC tells us, but when I'm looking at this, yeah, it's 4,000 minimum, so probably it would be a good thing to like descend beforehand, so we are able to kind of adhere to this, and then we can descend further. It's kind of, I still cannot kind of shake the feeling that this is really not a very standard approach, because for example for this final approach segment there is no mileage, and there is no like distance, and there is no radial. Radial is there, yeah. Radial is there.
Check the profile view, 6 nautical miles it says in the profile view.
Yeah, it is, but I live under the impression that unless it is there, then it's like non-flyable segment, right? It's hard to say. But
to feeder routes, maybe? The feeder routes have a mileage or not.
Yeah, but if I check whatever other ones, for example, this one, it's not there. Yeah, well, this is something that I would expect, right? But maybe it doesn't need to be on the final one. It's possible.
What's the chart?
That's the GPS runway 21, right? So MEA and distance and course, but maybe it doesn't need to be on the final approach fix. I haven't noticed, really. Interesting.
Me neither, to be honest.
Yeah. So
Just
yeah. So it's 6 miles, and we need to drop like what? So what does it say? We need to be maximum 4,000, minimum 2,500. When can we go to 2,200?
When we pass the VOR inbound. We can descend inwards to 2,200 until we pass the VOR, and then we can start descending.
Yes, so in other way, when you are inbound on this radial to the VOR,
yeah,
right? When you are established in the hold, I believe it's still 2,500. But when you are on the 157 course and you plan to continue, then you can descend to 2,200 before passing the VOR, and then obviously you can go lower. From the final approach fix, we have the descent angle of 3.08 degrees. So we can also get some, climb and descent charts, and calculate how fast we should be descending in order to kind of make it comfortably. Another thing is that we will not be landing at runway 17 most likely. We will be circling to the opposite direction, right? So that means that we don't really need to descend that fast. Do we need any authorization to do the circling from anyone?
I believe we need to request the circle from ATC.
Exactly. It's a towered airport, so you need to have a clearance from the tower to actually do the circling maneuver. There's a different situation in the untowered fields. Their ATC cannot clear you for a circling approach because they just don't control that area. All right. I believe any questions to this approach?
I have a question, but not so much on the approach. It's more on the airport diagram there.
This one or the bigger one?
Both of them, really. You see the arrows on that one that kind of go both ways?
Yes, I see.
Wondering what that means.
And it's also on the bigger one, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I want to say that it has something to do with some arresting systems, for military aircraft, but I am not entirely sure. But I believe that, let's say, FAA chart the diagrams. Oh, FAA chart symbols. It was theoretical chart users guide. Yes, this one. So if you open that, let's see, VFR airports, maybe. No, that's VFR like sectional. So another one.
Arrestor gear bidirectional. Could this be?
Yes, let's see. Do we have any terminal procedures, airport diagram, airport sketch? Arresting gear, specific arresting gear system. Shown airport diagrams, not applicable to civil pilots. Yeah, so
Okay.
I actually remembered that correctly.
Wow, good, good job.
Yeah, so as probably something like you have on the aircraft carrier, right? Might be.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like arresting it like for landing or for takeoff. Not really sure, but yeah. And the reason why it's there, it's obvious. There is Mexico very close, so I believe that this airport will have a lot of military. Yeah, there's a defense contractor complex, right? So North Combat Aircraft Loading Area. So this is probably also like military airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we are there, I believe we will be parking someplace there. It's probably a good place for us. There is some millionaire or something. Yeah, millionaire FBO or something like that. So let's head here. There's like flight schools there.
Sounds good.
All right. So that's the arrival. What else then? I'll go back to the map.
So I would be best if we somehow ended up on Victor 66.
Yeah, I'll now ask maybe Jin for a change. What departure we would choose or we would fly.
Well, they have an ODP listed there.
And you can tell me like more options what we have.
Let me go back to the page here. Take off minimums. Let's see. Chandler. There we go. So we're taking off from probably 22, right? Did we decide? Or well, either way, if we're departing 22,
Yeah,
it's going to be a climbing left turn. I'm sorry.
I have not really decided anything. I'm asking you.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Let's see. So I'm showing no winds at Chandler currently. And since we happen to be parked pretty close to 22 right, I would probably go for 22 right. So the obstacle departure procedure for that would be a climbing left turn heading 190 to intercept the Tango Foxtrot Delta Vortec radial 350 southbound to the Vortec and take off obstacle notes. 22 right. And it just lists some obstacles and stuff like that. So basically, turn left to 220 to intercept the TFD VORTAC radial 350 southbound all the way to the TFD VORTAC.
So we are departing runway 4.
I'm looking at, oh my gosh, yeah, that is runway 4.
Yeah, so I believe before you said 190, so yeah.
Yeah, so 190, yeah.
Okay, do we have any other options of departing IFR? Or when like planning to fly IFR?
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Departure procedure charts. Departure 6.
There's a lot of them, right?
Yeah, there is.
Can we do any of those?
I am thinking that those are mostly for higher performance aircraft, although.
Yeah, I checked them all, and every single one note turbojets and turboprops only.
Oh, thank God.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah, but sometimes, I'm kind of surprised because if you have that many, there is usually at least one, for normal guys like us. But this time, no. But we can
Yeah,
also depart VFR, right? If the weather is good
yeah,
enough.
certainly, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, for the training purposes, we'll definitely do the ODP because that's kind of more fun, I would say. So I already added this vortex in our path. So you can see the sky vector automatically fills in the departure procedure. So I'll just need to remove that because I'm obviously not flying it. And so I believe that the route kind of offers itself, right, at this point.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, so it's nothing difficult there. So we will have Stanfield, Victor 9er power. Then we have is it Gila or Chila? Gila Bend, probably. Gila Bend, Victor 6-6, and Bard Vortac. Altogether, the flight is a whopping 167 miles. Add something there when we will be doing the hold in lieu of procedure and return. And then we probably will fly something like 175 miles maybe. And of course circling, around the airport. Yeah, it's pretty long, but at least we will have some time to prepare for the arrival. So what we have here on this path, what's this flag there? R. Who knows?
Oh, let's see.
Minimum reception altitude should be.
What does it mean?
Well, you need to be at least at 8,000 feet to identify this POTA point.
That's not
If you're
the whole
slant
story.
alpha.
No, that's not the whole story.
Oh.
Would that be at least 8,000 feet if you're slant alpha?
No. No, not slant alpha. But I don't know what the letter is if you don't have a DME.
Oh.
Is it uniform maybe?
No idea.
I don't know.
Check FIA equipment codes. this one? No. Yeah, that will be that one. Alpha mode. It's actually mode Charlie, but we have transponder. Where was uniform? This is not the one I'm looking. Let's. Oh, this ICAO. I don't want ICAO. That one. I can see, yeah, here it is, list of FAA. Yeah, so transponder with mode C is uniform, but you have no DME.
Ah.
And alpha is transponder with mode C with DME. It's basically the same, uniform and alpha, the difference is DME. So that's basically the minimum reception altitude means what minimum altitude you need to be at in order to identify Porter with the help of this VOR-TAG. This Phoenix VOR-TAG.
Okay, that makes sense.
When you are flying there, I believe that it's kind of maybe the limit might be 26 or 24 miles. I'm not entirely certain, but until that point, you can even identify. You should have the reception signal from the nearest VOR-TAG at least, and I don't know if it's 24, 26 miles, even if you are lower than 5,000. It's like kind of from the ground, it should be available. Beyond those 24, 26, it's not guaranteed, and you need to be at the MEA or at the MEA to get that. So yeah, so that's the minimum reception altitude. I believe you all have the DME though, right? Or GPS.
Yeah,
That's correct.
So that's this one. What this is about, these numbers with arrows.
Okay, it's Victor 66 is the airway, and eastbound we have MEA 6000, westbound 6000, and eastbound 4000.
Exactly. So we have like different altitudes for different directions. What about this X there?
It's the minimum crossing altitude. So if you go to Juth via Victor 66 westbound, you want to be at 6000.
Already when crossing it.
Yeah, when you get there, so you need to be at 6000 before
Yes.
you.
Yeah, I don't really understand this minimum crossing altitude since here it's also 6,000 already, right? But yeah, whatever.
For some reason, the airspace designers saw fit to have that there.
Yes. All right. What about this asterisk there?
I think that's the minimum obstacle clearance altitude. So
Exactly.
if you are a slant golf jockey like I am, I could be at 4000 there.
Yeah. So if you have, you will clear all the terrain. You might not get the reception to navigate of the from the VOR-TAG. Exactly. Yeah, we already have this one, Mohawk. Now, again, it doesn't make any sense to me, because, yeah. Well, if there is no minimum crossing altitude, when do you need to kind of get to the new MEA? If you are flying at the MEA. Let's say that you would be flying like here at 4,000 feet for some reason, and there wouldn't be no cross there. So when do you need to start, when do you need to be at 6,000, or when do you start the climb, or how do you behave?
I'm not sure, but I would start climbing before Jude.
So
yeah. I think you need to be at 6,000 by the time you hit Jude's westbound.
yeah, that's when you have this minimum crossing altitude there. But if it was not there,
Oh, okay.
that's the question. So let's maybe do a different, airway. For example, there we go. right? So we are flying eastbound on Victor 16 at 6,000 feet. And we want to now go here to Victor 94. So when do we need to start climbing to 9,000?
I would say before you get to Vigo.
Why?
Well, you need to cross Vigo at 9,000, so you need to start your climb early enough to be at 9,000 by the time you hit Vigo.
If that were true, we would have a minimum crossing altitude for 9,000 here. That's the reason why it's there.
That's right, yeah.
So the answer is, yeah?
Is it because the Victor 904 has a minimum obstacle clearance of 5,200?
No, that doesn't count in there,
okay.
you know.
Okay, then I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, when you hit Vico, right? So it's when you hit Vico, you need to start climbing to 9,000. As long as you can maintain the minimum climb of 200 feet per nautical mile. Yeah, so everything is designed in this way that if you can maintain that minimum climb rate of 200 feet per nautical mile, you can start the climb when hitting that. Obviously, in the real world, you will seldom, go there because those are mainly like procedures when you lose radio contact or something like that, right? And you are flying on some low altitude, but you are coming onto the, terrain, for example, and you need to climb. So in case that you lose radio signal or communication and you are cleared obviously to your destination and you're flying along the Victor Airway or Tango Airway or whatever, and you are expected, if you were cleared for 6,000, they will expect you to climb to 9,000 here and start there, So that's why it's there.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to our route.
Interesting.
Yeah, very quickly, we have here at one place, we have like 3 distant, distance information. Is everyone comfortable with what this rectangle means, what this kind of half rectangle with the arrow means, and what the number under the Victor designation mean?
I'm unsure about the 98. What that means. So I guess it's some total length of
Exactly.
something.
Yeah. I think it's the total length of the airway, isn't it? Between
That's the
VORs.
exactly. That's the total length between the VORs. Yes. This one.
The DME distance from Gila Bend.
Yes. So this is yeah. And the 15
is the segment length between Judd and Jude and Mohawk.
Exactly. Right, you are. So these simple numbers, distance between the segments, and even here, we have different distance. Last question maybe. If I check VART here, you can see that we have like a line of a Victor array, but we don't have these T sections like here at Mohawk or Jude. You know when they will place those T sections and when not?
When the MEA or MoCA or anything changes.
Yeah, it's probably MEA, most likely. Not sure about MoCA, but yeah, MEA definitely. So when altitudes are changing, then it will be designated by the kind of this T here at the end. Okay. Anything more interesting you found on this chart that we can speak about?
Just that the VFR flight path would have been the same, because under this Victor 66 airways, the Interstate 8. So I guess if we went VFR, it would have been pretty much the same route.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you're right.
you will definitely see the terrain today, so we can compare. Yeah, today I will practice some flying with the autopilot, because it's just, very long segment, just flying, hand flying. And I also need some practice with the autopilot, I guess. Otherwise it gets rusty. Okay, yeah, so that was the route. Obviously, if we were really flying there, we should check like all the NOTAMs, right, for the airports, and along the way, we should definitely do some fuel planning. Yeah, we haven't spoken about altitude, have we? What altitude will we file?
Me, 6,000.
That can work. Yeah, so we are flying westbound, so it's even numbers, even thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also wanted to do 6,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
No real wind change with altitude, so you don't really gain anything from going higher. So
Yeah. And well, we can check if we have maybe a better winds. Let's say at 9,000. Let's see. Now we have the path, so we can give it to the weather engine there, the middle.
I think there is slightly more wind at 8,000, 9,000, but
Actually,
not too much.
Actually, forecast changed. We don't have that much tailwind anymore. And I believe that at 9,000 it might be even less or the same. Yeah, when you have like sky vector, we can quickly compare, right? So if you have the aircraft correctly set up, or at least partly correctly, you can see the time, you can see the burn. So if I, for example, changed it to 8,000, slightly higher burn, same time, doesn't make any sense. 120, again, doesn't make any sense really. So what you gain on the at the altitude for the speed, you lose climbing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely that one. Fuel calculation, obviously, something that you should always do. Yeah, that's quite it, I believe, for us simulator pilots here. Is anything unclear?
No.
So I'm sorry I took so much time. I hope that it was helpful a little bit, and now we can go flying.
Sleep in tomorrow.
It's not that bad.
I'm still waiting on my simulator to update, but
Really? Still?
yeah,
Oh my.
getting a blazing 1 megabit per second here
Oh.
in the United States.
So yeah. So you
Copper
actually
wires melting from all the data.
So you actually welcomed the lengthy briefing there.
Yeah, in fact, I have a few more questions. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah,
No,
ask.
I was just trying to stall, but no, by all means, get started. Go, don't wait on me.
Yeah, and also it's probably even more important to track the progress and time when flying IFR. I often forget about it. People often, probably not real life pilots, but simulator pilots definitely, and me included. Because here, we are relying on having the signal, right, from the VORs and so on. But as you know, in the Microsoft Simulator, some of the VORs are just hard-coded for 40 miles, and it doesn't matter that they are like maybe 2 VORs like 90 miles apart from each other, there is a Victor airway, so the signal is basically guaranteed. But in the simulator, it might just drop out. So definitely do the pilot log or navigation log and track that progress. So if the signal is lost, you can at least, continue and kind of revert back to that reckoning until you regain some form of signal. Got it?
Sounds good.
So I will generate. Yeah, I will definitely, use the help of this, because why do it manually? As long as you know how and what those numbers mean, then it's perfectly fine to use some electronic tools too. And one advantage of doing this for IFR, I don't need to write here what those intersections are because they are all given.
Nice.
Yeah. So again, if you're flying, we have a lot of time to actually brief the procedure before arriving. So just do it for yourself. Go from left to right. Review the frequencies, review the final approach courses, plan in your head how to set your navigational equipment to kind of do what you need, and so on. And don't forget about the missed approach.
Yeah. Learned a few lessons to brief that before.
What?
Actually
Say
starting
again?
the approach. Learned a few harsh lessons to
Have you now?
which frequency to set in which radio and which waypoints. Things got hectic yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
What were you flying, if I may ask?
In Germany. It was like in the evening, pretty much everything is online.
Uh-huh.
And I departed, flew the SID just fine, and then I noticed that I had just forgotten to put in like 5 waypoints into the flight plan. And at one point I was supposed to climb, and that point was missing, and that point was a few minutes away. So yeah,
that's
kind of
fun.
had to frantically at the points while climbing, hoping nobody noticed. Yeah.
Happy flying, all of you. I'll just watch you for some time, Thomas.
All right.
And I'll try to join you on your briefing at least, because that's only midnight and I don't sleep until 1 o'clock in India. So
great.
I'll see you. Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you. And happy flying base to all of you.
Yeah.
And Albuquerque Center is online.
Ah, all right.
That's for us. Isn't that great?
Nice.
Is it for us?
Yes, we are under Albuquerque.
Okay.
All right.
Then in that case, don't forget your craft, like freelance route, altitude, and all that stuff.
I have all that down now. I guess I practiced.
And I better take some paper then. And some pen.
Yep.
All right then, guys. So I will stop streaming here. Have I been streaming?
Can't answer that.
I was streaming, right? In Discord.
In Discord,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I was streaming Discord. Okay, because I'm not now, and I just don't remember shutting it down.
Really? Because I remember you saying, "Oh, I'm shutting the stream down now." So.
Okay, yeah, I probably did. Okay.
The burdens of old age.
Exactly.
Listen to you guys.
Yes, obviously we are on
good.
the Albuquerque when we are basically sitting southeast of Phoenix. Okay, so I hope that they will have some time for us. Yeah, and don't forget to file the flight plan definitely, because
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. It looks like I'm only about 73% done, guys. So, by all means, don't wait for me. I will try to catch up.
Do we need an alternate today?
Oh. I would say not.
And why not?
Because the old 3-2-1 rule comes into play here. So, an hour before, an hour after our ETA, the forecast weather is greater than a ceiling of 2,000 feet or greater, and visibility is 3 miles or greater, then we technically do not need to file an alternate.
Very good. You could have just told me because the weather is good enough, but very nice.
Well, I'm still.
So I will very quickly let's check that everything is holding. And today we can also check the fuel. Do I see any fuel? I see some fuel, but then we'll check how it looks like. We'll do some... there's no water there. Don't have any rags in the intake. Oil should be quite fine because if we replenished last time, yeah, we have very light oil and good enough. The other fuel tank, I can see some fuel in there, so we'll check the levels. A lot of static aircraft here, so it's gonna be lagging, but once we get in the air, we're quite fine. Yeah, we have half a fuel. That's perfectly fine. I'll just start the aircraft in order to start it, get it warm. Getting the fuel pressure rising, very nice. 1 prime. Close it. We have it on the right tank. Right tank has slightly more, so that's fine. And I believe we can start the engine. So clear prop. Yeah, it's laggy as hell, but very nice. Keep it at 1,000 RPM and watch that oil pressure. It's in the green. We fixed the engine last time. More specifically oil lines that were getting kind of messy, and it was roughing up one cylinder. Since then we fixed that, and they're good. Avionics go on, and let's set up everything there. And we are not filling in, as that's good. Forgot to start the beacon, so beacon is there. Okay, as far as frequency goes, we need to be at 132.8. So 0.8 and 132. Already start listening there. And navigation frequencies. Sorry for that. Where is my...
Okay.
Yeah, this one, but I want to close that one, that one, that one. Yeah. So I'll just put it, on the other screen, and I have First of all, we'll need the stand field VOR 114.8. So let's continue with that 114.8. It's already, it says TFDDME, so we'll see if we actually have the signal. We'll get the signal in the air or not. And then we will be using the Gila band, which is 116.6. So let's put it the standby. Well, actually, let's get the clearance first, because maybe we'll get a different clearance, right? I don't hear anything on the radio, so maybe it's that. Oh, let's see.
Walker 4279er Albuquerque Center, squawk 4144 NIDET.
Albuquerque Center, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, good day.
Walker 4279er, ready to contact 900 miles northwest the Albuquerque Airport. Albuquerque altimeter 3039er, and go ahead with your request.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie is a Piper Comanche at the Chandler Municipal and looking for an IFR clearance to Yuma.
Walker 4279er, I'm sorry, say again, you got blocked. Alright, Walker 4279, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain VFR, and just plan to enter a 5-mile left base for runway 8. Walker 4279, ready firm, make a 5-mile left base runway 8 and advise. Oscar, Kilo Golf, Papa Charlie, Albuquerque Center, advise, ready, copy.
Ready to copy, and sorry I don't hear the other aircraft, so sorry for stepping in. Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie.
Oscar, Kilo Golf, Papa Charlie, roger, no worries. You're cleared to destination airport via radar vector Stanfield, that's Tango Foxtrot Delta, then as filed. On departure, maintain 6000, departure frequency with me, squawk 4104.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, clear to destination via radar vectors to Tango Foxtrot Delta, then as filed, altitude 6000, frequency with you, squawk 4104.
Golf Papa Charlie, read back correct, advise ready for taxi, runway 22, the altimeter 29990.
29990, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie. So 4104 on the altimeter. I'll just hit enter. And so we have the stand field VOR here in the standby frequency. We have the other one. I'll also configure the same on my second radio. Actually, I will configure 116.6 there and put it on active. Very well. Yes. And actually, no, because the only thing where I can get the DME is from here. So let's put it there, and as a distance I will.
Walker 4279, roger, thanks. The wind 1309 runway, clear to land.
And this will be roughly 350. And I guess that we are ready for taxi, are we not? Probably yes.
American 2053, when ready to send via the ping 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 2988.
Uncharacteristically, let's do the kind of run up here. So
Eastern 490 Albuquerque Center, roger, runway taxi via Alpha. No problem. And American 2053 Albuquerque Center. American 2053, when ready to send via the ping 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 2988.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Chandler Municipal trains in parking, ready for taxi.
Roger, stand by.
Albuquerque Center, November 36 Echo, runway 22 right, ready for departure.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie.
And November 36 Echo, Albuquerque Center. Did I give you a taxi clearance?
November 36 Echo, I believe you told me to call you when ready for departure and run up completed.
Alright, November 36 Echo, on departure, just fly straight out, and when variable 3, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff, November 36 Echo.
Golf Papa Charlie, advisor ready, run up complete at the end.
Golf Papa Charlie.
November 36 Echo, ident.
Ident, November 36 Echo.
November 36 Echo, thanks for the contact. A mile southwest of the Chandler Airport, altitude indicates 1,800 for now. Fly runway heading, climb maintain 6,000.
Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 6,000, November 36 Echo.
And Golf Papa Charlie, ready for departure.
Roger. Walker 4279, roger, taxi to parking via Echo Charlie Foxtrot 1, and cross runway 12 and 21. Eastern 490, wind 1309, runway 8, clear for takeoff. November 36 Echo, turn right, proceed direct, Stanfield on course.
Hold feet direct, Stanfield, right turn, then on course, November 36 on course.
Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. American 1077 is at 280, descending down to 240. American 1077 Albuquerque Center, ident. Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie on departure, fly runway heading, wind variable at 3, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
On departure, runway heading, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie.
American 1077, ready to contact 71 west of the Buckeye, VOR, flight level 270, descend via the Hider 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 2988.
One thing I forgot to do.
American 1077 Center, can you run that by me one more time? American 1077, no worries, you're ready to contact, send via the Hider 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, the Phoenix altimeter 2988. Hider transition to runway 8, altimeter 2988, American 1077. Eastern 490, ready to contact, say altitude leaving. Eastern 490, roger, climb maintain, flight level 300. Golf Papa Charlie, ready to contact and say altitude leaving.
1600, Golf Papa Charlie.
Golf Papa Charlie, roger, climb maintain 6000.
Climb and maintain 6000, Golf Papa Charlie.
Pacific 1100, leaving airspace, LA centers offline, radar surface is terminated, frequency change approved.
Over to the dark side, 122.8, Pacific 1100, thanks ATC, bye-bye.
See ya.
To do the gear off. Fuel pump can go off. Accelerate a bit because of the hot weather.
Golf Papa Charlie, turn right, proceed direct, Stanfield on course.
Please verify turning right for Golf Papa Charlie.
Sorry, left turn, proceed direct, Stanfield on course.
Okay, left turn, direct Stanfield and on course, Golf Papa Charlie.
Golf Papa Charlie, traffic's gonna be at 12 o'clock, 6 miles, RV8 6000, let me know when you have them.
I have traffic in sight, just Golf Papa Charlie.
Roger, thanks.
So, in real life, I would not be able to see that at all, but for some reason, those strobes are so exaggerated there. Okay, we have
Air Canada 6,
3000,
correction
so
366, check your microphone, sounds
in
muted.
it. And also accelerate, so I don't fry the engines. The engine, I have only one.
French flight 1629, you can plan 4 vectors for the visual approach runway 4.
Vectors visual approach runway 4, from 2 flight 1629.
I have just turned the
Air
landing
759,
lights
climb
off.
maintain flight level 410. Air Canada 366 Albuquerque Center.
So
Air Canada 366, still nothing but static.
264 afterwards.
American 1077, plan the visual approach for runway 8.
So let's try the
Visual approach
autopilot.
runway 8, American 1077.
So master on. And we are ready. And I want to do this one. So a low one. That means that it should track. And I hope that I have VLOC selected there. So it should track like the navigation stuff. Just put it like that, so we are okay. It was fine, and we are still 14 miles from it. I don't have any altitude hold because it is there, but I believe that in real aircraft it might not really be there. I have no idea. Maybe this is some newer model that has it, but I will try to act as if it was not there. So altitude I will need to watch. We are nearing 6,000 feet. There we go, and let's try to maintain that and trim the aircraft. Actually, I want to also reduce some power once it's accelerated. Let's do 2000 RPM this time around, and maybe let's try 55% of the HP, and let's see what this will give us for an airspeed. Let's see if we can do like leave the yeah, lean finder, or however that is called. Will be just very slowly.
Over City, good day, American 3051, is at spot Lima, CNH request taxi.
American 3051 Albuquerque, center runway 7 left taxi via Charlie Sierra Echo.
Charlie Sierra Echo to 7 left, American 3051.
rising. It is still rising. Leanest. But I hear that the engine started to kind of struggle, so I'll just add him a little bit. Maybe not that much, right? Let's actually try to fly at 10.5 gallons or something. Let's see what speed it will give me. Can hear it in the engine that it's kind of.
Fletcher flight 1629 or flight present heading to set and maintain 8,000.
So I should reach that TFD in
Fletcher flight
10
1629 or
minutes.
fly runway, flight present heading and to set and maintain 8,000.
We're almost there. So next heading will be
And Frontier flight 1629, field 10 to 11 o'clock, 19 miles.
63, and let's try to correctly do that. So now we have. It starts to wobble because we are nearing very
Eastern 490 when ready to
so
send via the Wasco, one arrival, runway 4,
into
transition the
steering
L, passive
mode.
altimeter 3027.
And Eastern 490 will be sending the Wasco. What was the altitude?
Wasco, one arrival, descend via that, and the runway 4 transition,
turning,
the
so
altimeter 3027.
We're using
Runway
this
4,
knob
thank you, sir.
to actually start turning.
Eastern 490.
Okay. Let's turn more. I'll just exert some back pressure to maintain altitude.
Walker 4279er, clear to the Los Alamos Airport. Albuquerque 3 departure, radar vectors Albuquerque, then as filed. On departure, maintain 1010,000, expect 1110,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency with me, squawk 4326.
Need to overshoot a little bit. Capture that.
Walker 4279, firm 1010,000, and the readback correct. Advise ready for taxi, you can expect runway 3. Ready flight 1629, cleared, visual approach runway 4.
And obviously I should have started this one. Okay, and we can switch the back to low. Let the aircraft capture it, and we are climbing. We don't want to climb, yeah, because we have a lot of power. Let's actually reduce the power and let it drop a bit. And we should first hit Potter at 13
Flight
dB.
1629, our wind 120 at 12, gusting 27, runway 4, clear to land.
They're bouncing a bit.
Walker 4279, thanks for Kilo runway 3 taxi via Foxtrot, Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot. And Walker 4279, advise ready at the end, run up complete.
Right, so let's calculate what we're doing. So we are at pressure altitude is roughly 6,000 feet, almost exactly 6,000 feet. Accelerate, add some power. Then we have outside air temperature is 28, 26 maybe, so let's do that.
American 1077, when you have it, field's going to be 11, or correction, 1 o'clock, 27 miles, just let me know.
Something like that. So in order to, yeah, so we are doing indicated around 128 knots. So our true speed is...
American 3051, wind is 060 at 6, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Is 145, and I filed 150. So let's actually add a little bit of power to try
American
to
1077,
go
field 1 o'clock, 25 miles, report the field in sight.
To go 150, I must be doing 136 indicated. So maybe try 60%. I need to trim down a little bit.
Center American 1077, I'll let you know when I have it.
Oh, I passed 13 DME, so let's reset for minute 16. But that was not really a good measure, but I will do that anyway. I'll point it there. But obviously I started the timer quite a long time ago, so let's actually do this one. I was there at 16:30. That will be more precise. 10 minutes to the VOR. And it's gonna be the kiloband VOR. Okay, still not going fast enough.
American 3051, ready to contact, altitude leading.
3051 is passing 1,500 feet.
American 3051, climb maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain 370, American 3051.
Basically need this speed. Too much speed.
Walker 4279, roger on departure for lighting 300, the wind 130 at 9 runway 3, clear for takeoff.
Now I'm doing roughly what I should. Let's try to corrugate. No, corrugate. What was the correct term? Correct with power. My descend and climb, because I'm trimmed for correct value now. when I'm flying straight for a while, I will try to sync my compass.
American 1077 field now, 12 o'clock, 17 miles.
A little bit there, I believe. Yeah.
Roger, flight 1629er, welcome to El Paso. Make the right turn on Juliet, taxi parking via Juliet, cross runway 8 right.
13, that's 39, so now I should already be tracking the other one. So let's hit it on the second radio. 6.0. Oh, change the first one. Second one. And it should be 082. We'll actually change that to heading mode.
American 1077, I have the fuel inside.
Let's
American
change
1077, Roger, thanks, clear to visual approach runway 8. Clear to visual approach runway 8, American 1077.
And it will be 082. This is 0812. And I can switch to tracking this VOR. Good. Yeah, speed 136 or so. True airspeed around 150 knots. Nice. Check if we still don't have any kind of information. Oh, we have wind information now. 360, we're at 4 knots. Okay, so it's from the north.
Walker 4279er, radar contacts altitude. Walker 4279, roger, climb maintain 11,000.
If I see correctly, it's outside KNYL. This is Yuma. Why is KNYL
We are
here?
exactly equally fast. Same ground speed.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, at least on that's
wind
radar.
060 at 6, runway 8, clear to land.
162 for me and okay, 169 for you.
My DME says 167. What about you, Gene? Finally in the aircraft?
Yes, I am finally.
Nice.
Just doing my run up here.
I'm thinking there will be some firewalling that engine today.
Oh, really? Fire warning.
Firewalling the engine. I have a hunch that you will be flying almost on full power.
Your hunch is 100% correct. Alright.
Hey, I'm looking at VETSIM radar, and Yuma is definitely outside of the coverage, but also the like the ICAO code of the airport seems to be at the completely wrong place.
Huh.
In on VETSIM radar. Have you noticed that?
Let's check the en route chart. Should be.
Or maybe I'm just no. Maybe Yuma is completely on the other side. No, I don't understand it. Yuma should be actually. The airport should be just where Yuma is.
Yeah, it's outside. It's in the low en route chart. The Albuquerque, IRTCC And
Walker
just on the
4279er,
edge.
turn 10 degrees to the right. I'll get you on course here in about the next 10 miles.
So I'm guessing when we approach Mohawk, it will probably send us to Unicom. Unless the zone is incorrect and he covers.
Yeah, but I'm speaking about, you know, the location of the city of Yuma and the airport on the VATSIM radar, you know, webpage. It's completely, you know, apart from each other.
Huh.
Eastern 490, compliant
Okay,
vectors
yeah.
for the visual
No.
approach runway 4.
Can't unsee it now.
490, plan visual for runway 4.
Sorry.
What have you done?
I ruined it for you.
Yeah.
Haven't I?
Literally unplayable now. Let's see, I guess if he hands us off to Unicom, then we will know for sure.
Well, both the ICAO code on the VATSIM radar and the city of Yuma is outside of their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Albuquerque Center, November 6529 Lima, Chandler, request IFR.
November 629er Lima, Albuquerque Center is on request, standby.
And I'm fairly certain he told me to report ready for departure.
on request means something else.
No, not talking about the what Eugene just got when I departed. I think he told me ready to call him when ready for departure and were not completed. So I just went ahead and taxied. And I
November
think
659er Lima, Albuquerque Center, I have your clearance advised, ready, copy.
Ready to copy 6529 Lima.
November 6529er Lima, you're cleared to the November Yankee Lima Airport via radar vectors pop key, then as filed. On departure, maintain 6,000. Departure frequency with me, squawk 0774.
Okay, we're cleared to the November Yankee Lima Airport via radar vectors, then as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Departures with you, and we'll squawk 0774, November 6529 Lima.
November 6529er Lima, read back correct. Advise ready for taxi, you can expect 22 right, the altimeter 2990.
90, we'll expect 22 right, and we are in fact ready to taxi 6529 Lima.
Alright, November 6529er Lima, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha, advise road, complete.
22 right via Alpha, we'll advise when ready to go, November 6529 Lima.
American 1077, welcome to Phoenix, where are you parking?
Don't have a specific gate in mind anyway, that's good.
Southwest 2327 Albuquerque, center ident. And American 1077, text parking via Bravo Sierra Charlie. You can take any of the north side gates there.
Any of the north side gates, via Bravo Sierra Charlie?
Oh, I have a flight examiner there.
Southwest 2327, radar contact 46 southeast, the Chisholm VOR, flight level 360, welcome.
everyone will know if you make a mistake.
Oh, yes. So here
Walker 4279er, turn right, Cedar X, Santa Fe, VOR, that's Sierra Alpha Foxtrot.
I believe the kind of
Walker 1038 Albuquerque, center ident.
I filled the correct airport. I have, but it's really strange on the VATSIM radar map. Because it says, you know, it shows that we are going to Kilo November Yankee Lima. But
Walker 1038, radar contact 50 miles southeast to Toby, VOR, flight level 360, welcome.
Are we going to the correct one? It says Yuma International, not Marine.
Kilo November Yankee Lima, Yuma.
And Walker 1038, if you can, for me, recycle transponder squawk 342 tree.
I think it's kind of wrong on VATSIM.
American 2053, expect vectors for the visual approach runway.
VATSIM radar.
But there's no other airport that would be named Yuma Marine. Completely flabbergasted now.
Yuma Auxiliary, Wireless Airstrip, Laguna, Welton. Well, fairly certain there is only one Yuma.
Yeah, but when you hover over this Kilo November Yankee Lima on the radar, or click on it or whatever, it says, where is it? Info. It says Yuma Marine Corps Air Station, and then Yuma. Okay, Yuma International Airport.
CLS Marine Corps Air Station. That's what it says on the chart as well.
I just think, you know, it's kind of wrong location anyway. And I'm speaking and not watching my altitude, and I climbed to 6,260. So go back.
Walker 4279, just for my planning, you have an approach request into Los Alamos today.
I'm using the forbidden technique, just like you suggested.
Alright, no worries, take time.
Do you mean, do you mean the kind of altitude hold, or?
Yes. No, it's not a forbidden technique. The plane has an altitude hold.
And Albuquerque Center, November 6529 Lima, ready to go on 22 right.
November 6529 Lima on departure, fly runway heading, wind variable at 3, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, 22 right, November 6529 Lima.
Yeah, I actually remember.
Southwest 2327, wind ready to descend via the Lizard 4, arrival runway 8, transition the Albuquerque altimeter 3039er.
I remember from the days of FSX, of having the A2A Comanche, that they said that the autopilot there doesn't really have altitude hold, but they implemented a hack for it, like invisible but clickable spot, you know.
Yeah.
Here they even added like a LED light
radar
for
surface
it.
terminated, frequency change approved.
Yeah, they implemented like LED light for it here. But I don't know if they kind of updated their instrument in their real aircraft, or if it's a hack as well. So I'm not using it, and I'm just trying to watch the altitude manually.
Yeah. I mean, I was confused on departure. He gave me a right turn, direct Stanfield as well. But
November 63 Echo, leaving airspace, LE centers offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
what's that for November 36 Echo?
November 36 Echo 8 firm, LE centers offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, thanks for ITC, November 36 Echo. And we have our answer.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, leaving airspace, LE centers offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, maintain visual with that traffic.
Frequency change approved, and as well, thank you for the service, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie.
November 652 Niner Lima,
alone with our thoughts.
Sorry, please repeat for 652 Lima.
Actually, I'll just
November 2 Niner Lima, ident.
Monitor guard frequency as well.
Who's on the guard frequency?
Ident
Nobody,
for
just
652 Lima.
I think it's in a new code of conduct.
Niner Lima, ready to contact a mile southwest of the Chandler Airport. Climb maintain 6,000, proceed direct pop key, and you can resume navigation.
Climb maintain 6,000, or position check, climb maintain 6,000, direct pop key, 652 Lima.
Of course, you can meow on it if you want.
I need to tune in the tune off the frequency to hear you.
Okay.
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah, they allowed the guard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we do some meow? We better not.
Just go ahead, flight examiner meowing on guard frequency. I'll give you €5 for it if you do.
Not worth it.
Okay. You're not that cheap.
Add a 0.
I can't afford that. Okay, no.
But I did remember to change the fuel tank now. Finally. Should have been much sooner.
I admit that I'm always on autopilot when flying in European airspace, otherwise I wouldn't be able to handle the workload. Yeah, I've become clean now.
I am using autopilot right now, but you know, this is really long stretches.
Yeah.
And it's also good to kind of get the practice with it because, yeah, it's there for a reason.
Yeah. Handling the autopilot quickly requires at least some practice, in my experience.
Yes. And you know what kind of autopilot I have, right?
Yeah, the really $1 store version.
I don't even know how it's called.
Okay.
But I can send you a picture, I guess. I will send it into the chat here in the group fight.
Yeah. Hey, that looks pretty basic.
Yeah, yeah. It can just the ST is like steering. So this this knob on the top left corner, we actually steer it, and it will bank and maintain that bank. You know that you set.
Okay.
Then there is a heading mode, and then you have 2 track modes like low sensitivity and high sensitivity. Low you should use en route, and high you should use on approach, because low will kind of react slowly, right? Not to really overreact.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
Okay, that's simple.
And then there's like no pitch information, and on the right there's up and down trim, and I believe that's where you have altitude mode selected. Then it will tell you if you should pitch up or down.
Okay.
I mean trim up or down. If you have like trim, it will not trim itself, but it will tell you if it's a lot of out of trim. So we need to kind of correct it.
Okay. Yeah, the PC-12 autopilot also has some quirks, like the altitude selector. You select the altitude, you dial it in, and then you have to actually arm it for the autopilot to actually engage the altitude as a target.
Yeah, but that's the cap 140, right? That's the same.
I think yes. Just an added, I don't know, let me check which kind it is.
Yeah, the very standard one that you know they have with the default Cessna, I believe, also.
I don't think it's not the cap, but it's it doesn't look like a cap anyway.
Ah, okay, so it's different. But the cap 140 is exactly the same in functionality. In real life, definitely. That you need to kind of select altitude and then arm it, and then select like vertical speed.
It's the KAS 927 altitude controller.
Okay.
And the autopilot itself is a KMC 321. Yeah, I guess back in the beginning when it was released, there would be many reports that the plane wouldn't hold the altitude, but in the end people just forgot to arm.
Like in the simulator, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So RTFM, right?
That's right.
I think my vertical speed indicator is kind of wrong, or maybe... Oh, actually... Ah, there it is. It's showing exactly 0. But I thought that it was showing like -20 or 30, but I was like looking at it from above.
Oh.
So I managed to trim the aircraft in a way. Oh, now it shows -50 maybe. In a way that it really maintains. But it's also like a clean air, there is no turbulence, as far as I know.
Real smooth ride today.
And we have some wind, right? Because my true airspeed is around 150 knots and my ground speed is 165.
Yeah, it shows
So-
8 knots tailwind for me.
Well,
Better than nothing.
I must be doing 15 tail knot, like wind. Let's quickly check what the yeah, Little Navmap says 9. So interesting.
So the my true airspeed shows 149er and ground speed 158. And now it shows 9 knots tailwind. Checks out in my book.
Oh, true airspeed is 156 here. I calculated this to 150, but maybe I did the wrong calculation. Might be. But I aligned the dials wrong. Let's just do it again. 6,000 feet and temperature is 26, right? Or something like that.
Temperature reads 25. Yeah, 26, 25.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Same
So,
difference.
yeah, but yeah. So I should not be doing 136, but 132 actually. I'm doing more than I should. Oh well. I will not put the aircraft out of trim at this stage.
When it's trimmed so nicely.
Yes.
Would be a shame. Such a nice trim.
Exactly. Well, with this autopilot I can afford some outside view picture. The thing is, there is nothing interesting around me.
Yeah.
It amazes me like how I can see your strobes, you know, 6 miles ahead.
Yeah.
It's completely bogus.
Super high powered.
Yeah, and especially that those strobes are really not, you know, pointing behind you normally.
Yeah.
So
maybe like they mounted the bulbs from some anti-aircraft artillery on my
yes.
my strobe lights.
Yeah, they're like in front and, you know, to the sides, and that's it. And in real life, you have real difficulty, you know, to spot this small aircraft for like if it's like 2 miles from you.
Yeah.
And you can definitely do not see any lights, you know, in daylight. So it's so over exaggerated there.
Yeah, and you're completely right. On VATSIM radar, we are barreling past the supposed location of Yuma, so it's the wrong position of the airport on VATSIM radar.
Yeah, but completely wrong. Like it's
as like a mountain ridge. Here where
it's
Yuma
like
is.
50 miles off, you know, 50 nautical miles off. Or something like that.
It's a big country.
Oh, yeah.
What's 50 miles in the US of A? Nothing.
So yeah, so I will actually check on Little Navmap here where we are and if there is any airport south of us. No, there is not. Oh, maybe there's some secret military airport.
Welton Airfield, maybe. Kilo Whiskey Echo Bravo just coming up on that. But that's like, I don't know, a dirt strip in...
Yeah, and it's also like more west of you, but you should be... Little Navmap says that south of you there is a Mohawk. I don't know if it's a city or if it's that rich. But maybe there is some secret base like in Stargate, you know, in the Cheyenne Mountain.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's in that ridge somewhere.
Possibly. Okay, I'm guessing past Mohawk. I can just descend to 4,000. Isn't that great?
The question is, do you want to?
Do I want to? Let me take my decision helper. Second.
Decision helper.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Tails, I descend. Tails, I descend. That was my decision helper. Just a coin.
You're unbelievable.
Honestly, it doesn't matter all that much.
Do you also see some fog in front of you?
Yes, there's some fog rolling in for whatever reason. It's the middle of the day.
And nothing like that is forecasted.
Let's see, meter.
But you know what might happen, and what we actually saw one time. You know, the automated weather system, the METAR, it measures like every hour, right? In here.
Yeah.
And I heard that it can happen that if at exactly the moment that it measures, some bird, you know, flies in front of the sensor, it can even, you know, for a whole hour you can have like reported visibility like, you know, half a mile or something.
Oh no.
Or something like that. But I don't know,
think
you know,
that
I don't know, you know, how much true that is. But I heard that. And then of course the aviation people can go and correct it manually, right, if they notice.
Yeah.
But if that happens, it can, you know, kind of project into the simulator, and suddenly you have fog like this. Don't see
Jesus.
anything.
Honestly, it sounds like a really easy fix, right? Just have to do like 3 measurements within, I don't know, 20 seconds.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, probably, you know, it might be a hoax as well, right? It might have been just, you know, software glitch or something that. But yeah, I heard it. I don't know if it's correct or not, or if it's true or not.
Maybe what's more realistic, maybe like there's like a bit of some bird crapped on the lens.
Yes.
Visibility is now 0. Congratulations. Okay. And I also forgot to switch tanks.
I am very close to Judith now, but are you past already?
Yeah, 15 miles past, coming up on Mohawk now.
15 miles past? You're that far ahead of me?
Looks like it, because between Judith and Mohawk is 15 miles, and I'm reaching Mohawk in like 4 seconds.
But the measurement device says that you're out now 7 miles in front of me. But maybe I passed Judith. Oh, Judith is, how far is Judith? 52 only. Oh, I thought it was 66. Okay, so I'm actually measuring. I forgot to notice Judith. My bad. I should lose my rating.
If that makes you lose your rating, I would have been reduced to, I don't know, P-6 by now.
But let's say that I should prepare to receive the BART VOR, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
116.8 is 116.8.
Yeah, 30 miles to BART. Looking good. Okay. The coin has spoken. I need to descend. Let's see. Vertical speed. Vertical speed. I set vertical speed. There we go. Okay.
I don't have vertical speed. Autopilot.
Yeah, to be honest, 3/4 of my supposed simulator flying skills stem from automated systems, so.
It's alright though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some airport in the middle that reports some bad weather, and that's why we have this, I guess.
Yeah, could be. After the flight, I have some other question about another flight I did on the network a few days ago.
Sorry, hold that question. The Yuma Proving Ground, Laguna, is actually showing only 9 statute miles of visibility. So that's why. And it's to the right of our track, which is exactly where the middle of this fog is.
So it just spawned in some fog in the middle of the day in a desert with a ground temperature of 40 degrees.
Yes.
Awesome.
Just to simulate, you know, the lower visibility. But you know, it can also be smoke, right?
Yeah, possibly something burning in the AFB.
Anyway, I wanted to say something.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do now. Just I can pull up the chart if you have time afterwards. It's not too late.
Yeah, I can afterwards.
In the end, I received radar vectors, and the way ATC vectored me, I ended up way too high on the final approach.
In what
I was way
aircraft?
too high to actually intercept the in a PC-12. So the intercept, the final approach fix was on, I believe, 1,700. And I was at 3,000 coming up on the localizer. And he told me to intercept the localizer and maintain 3,000. I think that was the instruction. And like 5 seconds later, he cleared me for the ILS. And that was way too late to intercept the glide slope, so I kind of had to dive bomb to the, which I shouldn't have done, but I was clear of clouds already, I could see the field, so I opted to just descend visually. But I'm not sure what I could have done differently. Probably could have requested lower or crossing the localizer or something. So I'm not really sure what I could have done better in that case. There wasn't really a question in there, just that I'm not sure.
Yeah. Depends, really.
It was a lone center controller, and they were in the middle of a handoff, so I guess he was just kind of stressed, so I just left it at that.
I will need to concentrate more on flying because I flew past Mohawk without turning. And now I'm correcting for some time. Yeah, that happens when you start, you know, chatting and not following the flight as you should.
That's just Discord.
2980 for 6529.
That was on Discord.
Yeah, talking on Discord.
Maybe he doesn't have a push to mute button.
Could you guys hear me on that?
Yeah.
Yep.
But not on the radio, but on Discord.
On Discord, okay.
Well, actually descend at VOR instead of the air. Okay, I'll mute myself here and prepare myself for the approach.
Sure.
Alright.
I think the weather It would conceivably go straight in because it's just 3 knots from the north.
We can, but what's the fun in that?
Point taken.
So, altimeter, I've already set it up to 2980. Do not bother climbing to 6000 because I'll be descending very soon. Yeah, so we will be doing theta frequency. Yeah, let's do it easy way. And the theta frequency is 119.3.
Yep, that's what I wrote down anyway. Some time ago.
So that's it. So we will cross the BART. We will do the... Is it direct entry for this? It's kind of parallel, probably. Yeah, parallel entry, I guess. We're coming here from the east. So here it would be teardrop. Here's the teardrop area. No, sorry, here is the teardrop area. Okay, actually here is the parallel entry. So I think that's gonna be direct. So we'll just overfly and go direct. Should be fine. Yeah. It's like this if I slice it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and if it's too much, then yeah. So let's go direct. 157 will be the course. Where to set it? I will set it to this one, 157. 155, 6 and 7. Direct entry, fly 1 minute, turn back. I believe we can then directly proceed. 3 degrees, I believe. Yeah, well, we'll be going to 35, so that's fine. I don't see any restrictions, but we will be probably circling on the right side, so do a right traffic pattern there. Left one behind, over the tower. Oh, I believe like right traffic pattern should be fine. If we need to go miss, then we will climb to 1100 and then climbing right turn to 2500 and direct the BART VOR. And again, we are too close already. Yeah, so yeah, just put it on the other screen. And let's actually disconnect the autopilot. Start descending, so I'll just reduce some power. Turn on the autopilot completely. Let's get down to 4,000 feet, hopefully before hitting Yuma. I can already see the Yuma International there. Should I fly like this again, not to see the outside? It's very uncomfortable on me though, my hat, so probably not. Fuel tank, left tank has slightly more, so I will keep it on left. Whole time here to Yuma should be 6.5 and 2.6 and 3.3, so roughly 11 minutes or something. Yeah. Good on. Now on my heading indicator I will select 157. There. Yeah, I should be able to make it to 4,000. Since we're coming from the east and the turn is quite shallow, I will do very shallow turn to the outside course in order to kind of limit that I don't need to do very tight turn at the when coming around the hold. Okay, I'm hitting 4,000 just in time, I think. But I will keep descending all the way to 2,500, which I can. Or just increase the mixture a bit. I'll turn on the fuel pump at this point. There we go. So now I just reset the timer already. I will do a very slight turn. And we'll change this to 157. There we go. Maybe slow down. Took 1 minute to turn that. Okay, so let's fly a little bit more for turning because we are still high. Do full mixture now. I believe now we can turn. Bit bumpy here. Getting any closer, so just straight ahead for some time. Now it's active. So now we can descend to 2200. Yuma International traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, 10 miles north of the airport. We are approaching runway 17, but we'll be circling to land at runway 35, Yuma. When we cross that, we need to switch to 167 for the final approach course. I can try to fly it like this. There's the DME, there, 1.4. Very close. Yeah, we need to get down. Yeah, now, so 167. We are going down, 2200, yes. We are going all the way to 680. Or we can go all the way to 680.
Yuma traffic, November 36 Echo, 5 mile final, runway 17, circle to land, runway 35, right traffic, Yuma.
Yuma traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie on a final runway 17 and making right traffic for runway 35 right now, Yuma. Yuma traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, right downwind runway 35, Yuma. Okay, here goes down. Flaps, 1.
Yuma traffic, November 36 Echo, stopping descent at 1200 and offsetting to the right of the runway to make some space for the traffic, Yuma.
Yuma traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning right base, runway 35, Yuma. Yuma traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning final, runway 35, full stop, Yuma. Oh, that's quite an overshoot. Flaps. And let's do final flaps. Doesn't want to slow down.
Yuma traffic, November 36 Echo, right downwind, runway 35, Yuma.
Yuma traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, vacated the runway on Zulu 3 and taxiing to Hero Hangars. Yuma. Okay, let's go Zulu 3.
Yuma traffic, November 36 Echo, turning right base, runway 35, Yuma. Yuma traffic, November 36 Echo, turning final, runway 35, full stop, Yuma.
Okay, that's a millionaire there. I want to go to Hero Hangars. Just a little bit further.
Yuma traffic, November 36 Echo, runway 35, vacated at Zulu 3, taxiing to Hero Hangars, Yuma.
I can be under the roof there. Let's go for parking 7, but I will need to, I guess, tow it there. No problem, I can do that. Let's stop it here. Let's turn what I don't need. Turn off what I don't need. Avionics. Bit of power. There we go. And now I will bring up this one. Leave tow. That's aircraft. Parking 7 would be there. Try not to hit body. Little bit more. Good place at.
Where did you park? Can't really see you on your hangars, or did you disconnect already?
No, I just towed myself under the roof.
Under the roof.
Yeah, there is a roof. Where are you? I don't see you.
On Zulu 2 taxiway. Hmm.
Oh. Oh, there you are. So straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I realized I need to do some pattern practice with this.
Yeah, I was doing on Zulu 3, you know. So I was looking for you at the same location, but we're on Zulu.
Yeah.
I towed myself there. I'll be right back. Alright, so this was a nice flight from Chandler to Yuma. It was quite longer, I will admit that, but I hope that you enjoyed it, and see you next week. Bye bye.